Good morning and welcome to today's intention. Okay, so today we're going to focus on sitting in our root power, connecting with all the things that make us human. So we're going to create some reality, and over the next 30 minutes, if you could sit or lie down with your eyes closed and not be disturbed, that would be good. Go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to start with some slow, deep breaths. So take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go right now. All your cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. And for the next breath, I'd like you to fill up as full as you can, starting with your lower belly and your upper abdomen, then moving your rib cage, your lower rib cage, expanding it out towards the back. Really fill up. And this time when you exhale, if you could feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, if you could focus on breathing light directly into your heart, and then exhaling light directly from your heart. Good. Now we're going to focus on the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness to your feet right now, and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are these wonderful, loyal servants that just want to do our bidding. But sometimes all we need to do is ask. If you can, feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. We move into the ankles, the shins, the calves, and knees, and feel everything relax. Every time we touch upon a body part or area, I want you to allow it to revert back to its original blueprint of perfection. No pain, no inflammation, everything just going back to its original perfect state of being. And then we move into the upper legs, the buttocks, pelvic area, the hips, and we feel everything loosen. Into the inner organs, the rib cage, the breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Our shoulders are down in the most comfortable position, arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Our neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we turn our attention to the skin of our scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes. So I want you to release anything that you're finding there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. And then we move into the jaw and we allow it to unhinge. Open up and receive the breath of life. And feel all of your facial muscles melting into a pool of most perfect relaxation. And then see if you can't get your eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. Moving inwards, we ask our right brain to relax, and our left brain to relax. Now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them right now to have a virtual seat on the couch and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, and they're usually moving super fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements to help us deal with them, slow them down, observe. We'll start with the element of fire. It's a beautiful element for this work as it burns up anything that's no longer necessary, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. You can see the sun as the element of fire. Picture yourself standing in complete sunlight, feeling the heat, warmth on your skin. And we'll call in the element of water. Another beautiful element for dealing with our thoughts is it naturally retains memory in every drop. So maybe we'll imagine ourselves standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current against us. We actually are watching and observing all of the things we no longer serve, that no longer serve us well. Any old patterns or habits, any negative patterns, traumas that we're holding in the body, just detach. We're going to watch and observe them float downstream. Being cleansed. And then we'll call in the element of the air. So we're feeling the wind or the breeze against our skin. Maybe a few goosebumps are coming up. The air's specialty is to pull away all of our stories, all the stories we tell ourselves and our egos, leaving behind only the shining truth. And then finally, we'll call upon the earth element with its magnetic properties to help us draw towards it and stick to it anything that's heavy or burdening us still. Trust that the earth energy transform that energy into something higher vibrational, maybe akin to a seed sprouting to new life. Now we're going to move from the head space to the chest cavity where the heart resides. We're going to use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this viscerally. So feel the warm grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you're trailing your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And experience the buoyancy, the lightness of being as you're gliding down that staircase. And when you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a bridge, a gate with a lock on it. Maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I want you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, a VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision the locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open, and maybe a bridge peers over the moat that may have been built. As you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a bit. Brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now, away from our physical bodies that we're used to. And experience our energy bodies or our light bodies. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing as a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. That's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that flow right now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things you might experience when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this Nexus is a very powerful place. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, and a wondrous capacity to create. That's what we're going to take advantage of here today. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So I want you to go ahead now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having, in all its glorious details. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I want you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we can trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. Open up and receive this gift of health. I'm feeling very light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning, rephasing to its natural, healthy, perfect state of balance. It's very invigorating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I want you to extend it to include your friends and your family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. And then extend it to include your community, and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive. Total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intention, sending the frequency outwards. Now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while if we'd like. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we also each have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into our conscious awareness, that information. So let's generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or maybe that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of your day, being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, Waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the whole world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution, living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us, exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And I want you to see this all as already happened. It is done. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But for today, let's celebrate this wonderful existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in playing. I'm seeing us all at this huge outdoor music festival, rejoicing together. And feeling all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's magnificent. Let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something miraculous happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, then the lower, heavier energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. This all falls away, and we naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. What joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders to transform in the atmosphere above us into a higher vibrational resonance that's more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion, sensing all the connections, clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times. And receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. Now I'd just like to connect with a little gratitude. Thank you. Thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this amazing life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all these beauties. Looking at all the natural beauty around us, all the man-made beauty around us. Wherever you are in your reality right now, just drink that beauty in. Now I want you to take your entire perfect reality that you've just created. We're going to build it up as an energy ball in our center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life. And soak it then with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. We're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy. And then when we exhale, we're going to release it and share it with the world. Looks like this. Build up that energy ball and then send it out. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with light and love and healing and energy. Good job. I can just feel all the concentric rings circling the earth, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, blanketing our world in this beautiful frequency of love and peace and prosperity. Now I'm going to get you to wiggle your fingers and your toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper now. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too. Really come back in. And when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes. And just notice how you're feeling right now. You can come back to this state of being at any time of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call it up on a moment's demand anytime, creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we are that powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together this way, exponentially by magnitudes. So thank you for joining me in these intentions. Whether it's live or recorded, it all works. It's all good. And maybe play with this if you've been doing these intentions for a while and you used to creating this entire reality for yourself. Bring it into being anytime you get a few seconds and a breath during the day while you're walking the dog or cooking supper or brushing your teeth, standing in line waiting. And just notice as you put this into practice, what kind of shifts might happen in your life? What kind of synchronicities are you noticing? So enjoy the start to your week, and we'll see you again for the next intention tomorrow.